Break the lane, I'm trying to make a name, but my sick thoughts got me by my brain. I'm searching for my, how ironic how we hustle for the same, but get bracelets for trying to get a chain, man, they wanna take up.
Yeah, we're back, trying to battle some of this misinformation spread by these conscious community personalities. Always talking about the slave trade didn't happen or it happened in reverse. So let's listen to this claim.
When we take a closer look at the transatlantic slave trade database, it appears that the vessels with the most slaves were shipped between different destinations in the Americas rather than from the continent of Africa to America. According to the Intra-American Slave Trade Database, in the year 1700, a ship captained by Charles Duval shipped 308 slaves from an unspecified location in the Americas to Cartagena, Colombia. In 1760, Thomas Lorraine shipped over 300 slaves on the vessel named Viper in 2 trips to Portobello, Panama.
My biggest problem with that is that they feel or they think that us viewers won't look this stuff up and we're just gonna take what they say on face value. And it's very intellectually dishonest and disrespectful. But I had left a comment on here and the guy had the nerve to, he didn't even respond to it, he just erased it. So in my comment, I pointed out what I felt like needed to be addressed, which was that he pointed out ships that was, the intercontinental slave trade, but he tried to highlight that there was more people on these ships, which just isn't true. We could look at ships coming directly from Africa, going to the Americas or Europe, where they have more numbers. And I'm going to show just a couple today. Everybody can go to Slave Voyages and you could just look this stuff up yourself. We go over to the Slave Voyages website, to the Transatlantic Slave Trade Database. We will see slaves or enslaved people leaving from ports in Africa, going over to the Americas. Right, we got 1,700 people, 1,500 people, and these was in the 1800s. And so that dispels that right there. We even see one 1700s. But we're going to go over to what came directly to America and the numbers. And we'll see that those numbers are greater than what he presented in the video. Next, we're going to adjust our search results to look for ships that left from Africa and went to mainland America. And right here we have 2 ships that left from Europe, went to Africa, and then brought their slaves to Charleston. And this happened in 1758 and 1784. And it was 764 and 611 on each one of those ships. The next one we have one that left from Bristol, went to West Africa, and then went to the Upper James River in 1762 and had 512 people. So anybody can do this. You go to Slave Voyages, you adjust your search, you get your results. Especially people that watch these videos, they should check where these guys are getting this information from. Make sure they're not trying to feed you some agenda or some biased information that leads to a conclusion that they want you to believe, right? We're supposed to be woke, so we need to wake up, stop listening to what people telling us, right? So it's not a coincidence that the conscious community is not so conscious.